You know that feeling when you've been at school for 7 hours, get home and have homework to complete, plus you have a progress check or assessment the next day? That feeling when you see the work piling up in front of you is just such a high mountain to climb that you don't want to start it at all? Be honest, how many of us have felt that before? Exactly. And what happens next? You avoid it. Then you regret it and hate yourself for it. And the worst part, people expect so much more of you. They expect to see you as enthusiastic about education as you were when you were younger, back when life felt so much easier. You failed to live up to their expectations. They think you're a lazy, ambitionless teenager. But that's not it at all. You do want to do something with your life, badly, but you just can't seem to start because it feels like the world is collapsing on you and it's up to you to hold it steady. That's not laziness, that's burnout, and you're not alone. Burnout is what happens when you're physically, emotionally, and mentally drained. In school, this can come from constant stress due to heavy workloads, pressure to succeed, and sacrifice of self-care in the process. Think of it as when you use your laptop for too long, and your battery's low messages keep popping up. But you ignore it because the charger is too far away and you're too in the zone. The laptop dies. Sound familiar? And it takes quite a while to restart after you've put the charger in too late. That's how your body feels under the immense pressure today's society imposes on young minds. And it's not just me saying this, research backs it up. A study was conducted on a sample of medical students at UAE University to screen them for burnout symptoms, and 77.4% of them tested positive. That's 3 out of every 4 people you meet. Think about that for a minute. It could be your classmates, your close friends, and to the parents in the crowd, it could be your children too. Now take a minute and actually look around this room. Chances are, most of us here have lived through this at some point. Burnout isn't a joke or a trend. It's a reality for many and a problem we need to actively work to overcome. The impact is very real because it can affect you in so many aspects of life. School or work feels heavier, your focus slips, and even the things you love lose their spark. But this isn't because we're lazy. It's because we've been functioning at our maximum capacities for way too long, saying yes to everything and pleasing society and trying to meet every single expectation they have of you for way too long. But here's the good news. Burnout doesn't have to be the end of the story. There are ways we can fight back. One of the best tips I can give you is this. Be more intentional with your time. I mean, think about it. As soon as we get a block of free time, we immediately reach for our phone and go, it's just a short scroll session. Then an hour's gone. And then 2, and then the guilt sets in. What if instead you used even just 1 hour a day for something that could actually fuel you? Reading a book, playing an instrument or your sport, taking a nap, even board games with family, seriously underrated. 1 intentional hour can recharge you far more than hours of scrolling ever could. Of course, sometimes even an hour feels impossible, right? You get home late, the homework's stacked up, and you have to sleep early. That's when something called revenge bedtime procrastination kicks in. When you steal time from the night because the day felt unfair. But then what happens? You drag yourself through the next day, barely awake, accumulating the amount of work you have to do for home. And then you collapse. This cycle repeats. I know this loop too well. Honestly, it's been the perfect description of my life ever since I entered secondary school. But this year, I realized something had to change. My habits had to change. Here's what I did, and what you can do too. Start by blocking out your non-negotiables. Sleep, meals, prayers, commute, tuition, whatever. Budget the rest of it like money. 3 productive hours for homework, 1 for family, and the rest is yours to claim. Food for thought. If you were budgeting your money, or if you're budgeting your time like you were your expenses, how many of us would be overspending? Because time won't pause for us, but we do get to decide how we move with it. And those small intentional choices are how we can fight it. So let's go back to that moment we started with. You've been at school for 7 hours, the homework's piled high, and all you want to do is collapse. In the past, that's the moment where burnout would have won, where you would have given in to avoidance, to doom scrolling, to regret. But it doesn't have to be that way. Because burnout is simply a signal, a low battery warning. And just like with your laptop, you can recharge. Maybe it's taking 1 hour a day for yourself. Maybe it's blocking out your non-negotiables. Maybe it's taking a mental health break or saying no to one expectation too many. Whatever it looks like for you, those intentional choices matter. So the next time you feel the world weighing down on you, remember, you're not lazy, you're not weak, you're human. And with consistent choices, you can break the cycle. Because in the end, it's not about doing it all. It's about doing what keeps you alive, awake, and moving forward. Thank you.